Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Joshika.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Shreyansh. Good evening, Roshan. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you? How the classes are going on, Roshan? Yes, how the classes are going on, Roshan?
Ma'am, good.
Okay. Himang, turn on the video. Joshika, turn on the video. Tanu, turn on the video. And I think in the last class, ma'am has completed about the fragmentation and she has started with the vegetative propagation, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, in the vegetative propagation, did she covered the part called as the types of the vegetative propagation, or what is? I think she has covered the definition and also the advantages and disadvantages of it, right?
Ma'am, we have done till advantages, ma'am, and disadvantages.
Okay, so definition, advantages, and disadvantages.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then I'll start with the next part, which are the types of the vegetative propagation.
Okay, ma'am.
Just we'll wait for 2 minutes more, let everybody join. Tanu, how are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Good. Snehal, Himang, Tanu, turn on the video.
Ma'am, just a minute.
Okay, I can see Snehal now. Himang, turn on the video. I can see Joshika's brother also. He's peeping that what is happening. Yeah, okay. So, okay, let us start now. Let them join slowly and gradually, whosoever is going to join else. Vegetative propagation, the last one who has started, I'll just give a brief a word that. So, when we talk about the vegetative propagation, it is also the type of the asexual method where only one parent will be involved. Okay. And in this type of the method, what happened? Whatever the plant parts are there, like roots are there, leaves are there, stems are there. So, by using those parts only, we will be growing the new plant. So we will not be using the seeds. Instead of the seed, we will be using the other part like the roots, stems, leaves and all. So through that part, whenever the new plant forms, that is done by the way which is called as the vegetative reproduction. And these structure with the help of by which we are going to grow the plant, that is called as a vegetative structure. So those are called as like roots, stems, leaves. So by using them, we will be growing the new plant. So they are called as vegetative structure. And the whole process is called as a vegetative propagation. Yeah. Now you tell me, children, in this case where we are growing the new plant, that new plant will be exactly similar or no? The difference will be there.
Ma'am, difference will be there.
And the
Why
difference will
Himang
be
the
there.
difference? No, why Ocean Himang the difference will be there? The difference won't be there. They will be exactly similar to their parents because only one parent, as I told you, right? Only one parent is involved. So there will not be any kind of difference. See, difference, I think you both are saying in the sense like they will be looking little dissimilar. Maybe the parent has 100 leaves. They might have 50 leaves initially, then later might they have. Here, when I talk about similarity, it means about the internal structure of it. Okay? So that will remain same in them. That will be the exact clone of it. Now, if I am writing a paragraph and I'm taking the Xerox and I'm giving to you, does that paragraph is going to change? No. Right? That paragraph, just a minute. Ah, just a minute. So if I write a paragraph and if I give the Xerox to you, it will remain the same, right? The paragraph remains the same. The only thing, the outside part may be little light, dark, all those things will be there. So here the new plant which is going to form will be exactly similar to their parent. Okay. Now coming to the types of it, two major types of the vegetative propagation are there. The first one is the natural one. Natural, when we say, you know that natural means naturally it is happening. So we should not involve ourselves. We humans are not doing anything for that. It is happening naturally. But at the same time, if I say artificially, like you might have heard, right? In Delhi after Diwali, they have done with the process of the artificial rain. They tried the clouds, cloud rain, all those things they have tried, but it got failed. So artificial means humans are involved in doing that complete process of it. Okay. So natural vegetative propagation and the artificial one. So in the category of the natural one, it happens naturally with the help of the roots, stems, or leaves. Whereas in the other part, when we talk about the artificial category, it is done by the human where we will be growing the plant. Now, why actually we are interfering in that process of the artificial? It is because we want that process should happen in a faster way, right? If as a farmer, I want to get the money, in that case, I should involve myself, right? I should do something so that I can get more amount of the money. Naturally will happen naturally, right? Slowly and gradually it happen. But I should do something so that I can get more of money. That is what is the artificial vegetative propagation, where we will be involving so that the plants can grow faster and also in the large number we can get it. Now, faster means saving more time. Large number means money.
Ma'am, but
More
in this
money will
artificial
be.
propagation, don't we use more chemicals compared?
No, no, no. Here we are not talking about the chemical ways actually. We are just going to talk about the natural and the artificial also. There will be simple methods by which we can grow the plants, okay, without using any kind of the chemicals. When we use the chemicals, basically it will be coming under the fertilizer category. So the fertilizers are different actually. Pesticide fertilizers, those are different.
But they would have
Okay.
worse quality though, right? The
Yes.
fertilizer ones.
Yes. It depends upon the amount also and the type of the fertilizer what you're using. Depending on that, it can be good, it can be harmful, it can be the average also. Okay. So we will be starting out with the first one, which is the artificial one. I'm not going to, take the first part as the natural one. Natural one, you will be telling me. I'll be taking the part which is the artificial one. Now, what happened? You might have seen, right? Rose plants, you all have seen. I think 99% of you have seen it. When you see the rose plant, or if you have seen the rose plant, in that case, there will be the stem, and on the stem of it, a small thorns will be there. Correct? Right? Spines will be there. I can say thorns will be there. Now, what do we need to do if we want that the rose plant we have to grow it in a large number? That stem we need to cut it. Now we are doing it. It is not happening naturally. It is not falling. It is not making the new plant. We have to cut it and we have to grow it into the soil. Okay, for example, now if I have this is a rose plant, okay, this is stem of the rose plant. Now, what I'll be doing, I'll be cutting the stem of the rose plant, and then after cutting it, I will be digging into the soil. I'll be putting into the soil, and daily I will be watering it. Okay, then after some time, we'll be noticing that this plant will start growing into the new plant. Same happens with the money plant. If you want to grow the money plant at your home, what you need to do, you have to get another money plant stem and then you can grow it easily. Same happens with the case of the hibiscus. Hibiscus plant also, if you take the stem part of that hibiscus plant and if you grow it into the soil, the new plant will form. That is what it is called as a cutting. So
Ma'am,
this is a
I have a small doubt, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I didn't get I didn't get the main point. Like when you said, I actually asked you that the difference between the artificial propagation and the natural propagation, and I asked like if you use chemicals. But if you said no, then I didn't understand the difference between the artificial and natural propagation plants.
Natural means it is happening by themselves. We are not involving. For example, now wind is there, okay? Because of the wind, that leaf will fall down, it starts growing. So did we did anything? We did
No,
not do anything, right? So that is what the naturally. So when it happens naturally with the help of the other agents, be it the other animal, be it the wind, be it the other insects and all, be it the water, any form of it, okay? Whereas artificial one, we are involving ourselves. As I've given the example of the cutting. So in the process of the cutting, what we are doing, we are cutting the stem part of the plant or the branch part of the that
let
plant,
it
and
grow
then we are
properly again.
digging it. Yes, we are digging it. So we are involving ourselves, that is called as artificially. Whereas when we use a fertilizer, that is not for the natural one, that is not for the artificial one. That can be for both of them also. Why? Because sometimes what happens naturally, though we are getting it, slowly and gradually. But sometimes we might to get it in the faster way. So in that case, what we do, artificially we'll be giving the chemicals to it. You might have seen in a lot of news also it comes. Yesterday also I was going through the news there. I was seeing like there will be like bottle god. I don't know in your language what do you call it as bottle god. In Hindi it is called as ghia. In English it is called as bottle god. I don't know in your language what it is called as. So they were actually, the size of the water bottle god was this much, and they were injecting the injection immediately. The size was increasing this much. So naturally, they have to grow it. It will be taking time, right? It can take a month. It can take 10 days, 12 days, depending upon the plant to plant. But when they provide them the certain chemicals, can be the fertilizers also. In that case, they will be getting it within the days or two. That is the reason for getting more money. They are using such kind of the chemicals and making more money. But at the same time, when we consume such kind of the things, it creates cancer in our body. That is how most of the people nowadays are dying because of the cancer. It is not, just simply
Ma'am,
as such they are dying it. Huh? Tell me, Aryan.
Does that mean that every climber is an artificial plant because we give it a stick or a place to like wrap around?
No. No. It's not like, the stick is needed, so it is artificial. No, it's not like that. It's just only the support they needed. You can leave it. If you leave also, no problem at all. They will be growing, but yes, at a slower pace, they will be growing it.
Okay, got it.
Fine. So that is what is actually the cutting process where you will be cutting the stem part of it and you will be growing it. But a thing you need to, note here when you cut the stem part of that particular plant, be it the rose, be it the lemon, be it the hibiscus, be it the money plant, you have to make sure that you should cut both the parts of it, or both the parts of the stem. Now, when I say both the parts of the stem, it means the node and the internode. Now, do you know what are the nodes and internodes? No. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Aaron knows. Okay. Fine. So I'll just tell to others also. Let me share the screen. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand. I'll draw the diagram.
Do we write it down?
No need. No need. I'll be just explaining the things today because it's a little lengthier chapter. So writing and all we can do maybe after some time.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just explain you what are the nodes and internodes first of all. Nodes and internodes. See, now here in the case of the cutting type, what we are discussing in the artificial vegetative propagation, we are discussing the method which is the cutting. Now I said that you need to cut the stem part or this branch part of that particular plant. Now when we cut the stem part of that particular plant, you might have seen the structure will be like this.
Like the point where it grows, that's the node.
Correct. So here it will be like this, okay? The structure will be like this. Now, this place, which I'm going to mark with the blue, the place from where the leaf comes out or the branch comes out, they are called as a node. So this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, what they are? They all are the nodes. Now, can you tell me, children, how many nodes are there in this diagram which I have made it? How many nodes are there in this diagram?
Ma'am, five.
Correct, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, this was a node, the place where the leaf come out from the stem.
Ma'am, are there three internodes here? It's 3, right?
No. The blue one is also the internode here.
Oh,
So,
so that's okay.
4. Okay. So now the second one is the internode. Internode is basically, again, let me draw the diagram. Suppose here, this is, sorry. Suppose now, this is the diagram here. In this case, what happened? As I told you, the point where the leaf comes out, that they are the nodes. So these all are the nodes, which this is node, this is node, this is node. This all are the nodes only. Now, internode is basically the distance between the two nodes. So this one, this is the first node, this is second node. And in between these two, the distance which is present, that is called as internode. Same way here also. This distance is called as internode. Then this distance is called as internode. So between, I can say either I can say that the gap between the two branches is called as an internode, or either you can say the gap between the two nodes is called as an internode. So this is the first one, and this is second one, for example, and this gap between the two, that is called as internode. So while doing the cutting process, we have to make sure that stem should have one node and one internode part with it. So it means, in a simple thing, what we need to do, we have to take one complete structure, like two leaves we can take, and two leaves we can take, one internode and two nodes we can take. So while doing so, two nodes we will have, one internode we will have, and two leaves will have. So by doing so, it will give us the surety that yes, both node and internode are present. Now, why it is important actually to have this nodes and internodes, both the things together for doing the cutting? It is because this internodes basically they have the dividing cells with them. What do they have? They have the dividing cells. Now, what are dividing cells? The dividing cells are those cells which will multiply and which will divide soon. And when they divide soon, the plant growth will happen at a faster rate. That is why always this part we have to take when we are doing the process of the cutting. Am I clear? Arya, Aryan, Arav, Himank, Shriyansh,
Ma'am, I have a
Trailokya,
doubt.
Joshi. Tell
Yes,
me.
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, when you talk about the internode, ma'am, so you told there have to be two nodes, right, ma'am? So my doubt
Correct.
is that do the nodes have to be on the same side or they can be on the opposite side?
You have to be on the same side, right?
When you're going to cut the complete, the complete stem, you will not be seeing the sides actually. Both the sides, you can take anywhere the nodes, you can take the anywhere internodes. But yes, as a complete stem, they should have it. Both the things together.
Ma'am, so like their positioning does not matter whether it's sideways or
No,
where it.
no, it does not matter. The only thing which is matter is that it should have both the things.
Oh,
Whether one
Okay,
leaf
ma'am.
is up, whether one leaf is down, whether one branch is up, whether one branch is down, does not matter. The only thing is they should have both the things.
Got it.
Yeah, Roshan, tell me. Roshan, you want to ask something?
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell
yes,
me.
ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, when ma'am that when two nodes are there, between two
Mhm.
nodes it's called internode. Then
Correct.
means like the nodes are up and down, or it can be side by side also.
No, up and down only. Up and down it will be there. Because it is, see, this is the place where it is coming out. Suppose this is a stem, right? So the branch will come out at this part only. At this part only the branch will come out, right? It can come out from this part. It can come out from this part. So it can be here. It can be here. The placing will be on the stem only. See, it can be here up, it can be here up, it can be down also. Up and down can be there. Let me be more
I'm
clarify. See, suppose this
asking that,
these are
ma'am, here you drew with a red marker that
correct,
node, right, ma'am?
correct, huh?
Yes, ma'am. To the right side, means left
Yes,
side of that, we can see a
huh?
green node over here.
Yes,
Ma'am,
huh?
between these both, it's also called as internode, or only between up and down?
No, this is not called as internode. This is called as internode.
Okay, ma'am.
The lateral positioning, this is called as lateral actually. Sideways part is called as lateral one. So that lateral one is called as the internode.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now where we were, okay. So that is about the cutting part of it, where we are involving ourselves for doing the process of it. Now, second one, when we talk about is the layering. Now, you might have heard, like, the girls will be going for the haircut, and when they go for the haircut, there will be the option whether you can do the U shape haircut, V shape haircut, or the layering also. Do you know girls about it? Tanu, Trilokya, Joshika? Have you ever heard that? Or boys also might have heard about the layer cutting. Charvi, Snehal. Boys, do you know? Girls,
Ma'am,
do you know
I
any idea?
have heard because my sister does it. So yeah.
Correct, right? So what happens? I'll explain in the haircut what happen usually. Suppose these are the hairs here like this. In the layer cutting, what they will be doing? They will be making a layer. Layer means like this. Like this, a kind of the layers, stairs like structure they will be making. That is what that is called as a layering. In the case of the plant also, what happened with the help of diagram, I'll explain you. Suppose this is the plant. Suppose I have here a tree I have maybe. Okay. A tree I can take any plant also, maybe a jasmine plant I can take. I have these plant. Okay. Now on this plant, I have certain flower of jasmine. What happened in the layering part of it, what we are going to do is we will be taking the branch of this part and we will be bending it down. But now you tell me whether in this process, can we take the branch which is high above and can we bend it?
No,
Suppose
ma'am.
here, see, I am writing the number now. Instead of anything, I'm writing the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose they are the branches, okay? Now, in this case, now you tell me which is easy to bend. The number 1, number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Number
Number
5,
5.
right. Number 5. So, in this case of the layering, what happened? Initially, whatever the branches will be there on the top, on the lowermost side of that plant, they will be taking it and they will be bending it into the soil. Suppose here we have this plant, okay? What I said, they will be taking and they will be bending it, okay? So just they will be taking it and they will be bending it. And when they bend into the soil, the plant will slowly and gradually go deep into the soil. And once the plant goes deep into the soil, what do? They cut the attachment of the main part of the plant. Now, earlier, the plant which was there, the part of that branch, we have bent it. But after the growth into the soil, what we did, we have removed that bending part of it. Because already we have got one, one other part of the plant there. So once we got it, what happened? This plant which is there now inside will start growing on their own. Now again, what do they do in this plant also? They will be getting the another flower. Again, they will be doing the bending. Again, they will be getting the new plant. Again, they will do bending. This is what is called as the layering, where different layers will be formed by the plant. Fine. So once they get mature, they will cut the plant from the main part of the plant. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So strawberries basically what you're eating. They are grown basically because of this process only. Jasmine plant also. See, but it is not important that we have to follow it. It depends upon person to person. If they want to earn more money, then they have to do this process. If they do not want to earn more money, then they can leave them as such. Because normally also, naturally also they can grow. No problem. They can grow, but at a slower pace they can grow. So be it the strawberry, be it the jasmine, if you want amount or the numbers of the plant, what you want should be high for the financial thing. In that case, you do this process. And if you do not want the money, in that case, let it go normally, naturally. Clear?
Ma'am, can you explain the layering part again, ma'am?
Huh. Suppose this is a plant here. In this layering part, once the plant is grown, once the flower has come on this branch and all, what do? They will take that branch and they will insert into the soil. The lowermost part of the branch, they will insert into the soil. And when they insert that branch into the soil, automatically this branch also will start forming the flowers or the fruits on it. Okay?
Okay.
And when that flower is being formed, they will cut that part. Okay.
Oh.
Now, both the plant, the parent plant and the second plant, they will grow individually. Now, this second plant, they will grow automatically because of the soil and the water. And they also do the same thing. They will get the branch, stem or the branch they will be getting. Again, they will bend them down.
And this will
Again, the new,
repeat, ma'am.
this will keep on repeating. And that is how the layer we will be getting like this.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
The bending layer where the branch is bending down into the soil, and then again the new plant is coming from that part of it. Clear? Like this.
Yes.
So with the blue is the old one, the old plant, and the red one is the new plant what we have got. And as soon as when they get the new plant, they will cut this old plant from them. So from the four plants, we have got now 8 plants here.
Okay.
That is how the reproduction of the process is done by the layering. Tanu, am I clear?
Mom, I have a doubt.
Tell me.
Mom, like this could be a natural or artificial, right?
Correct. Yes, it can be natural also. See, if I do not want to make money, I do not want to sell. I just want that for my home use, I have to, get it jasmine flower. So what I'll do, I'll not bother about all this process and all. I'll be just normally growing it and it happened naturally. But if I want to sell it for some or the other reason, I should get more number of the jasmine flower. In that case, I will do this layering process. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Charvi, Snehal, any doubt? Roshan, Arya, Aryan, Arav, Himang.
Ma'am, I have a small doubt, ma'am.
Tell
When you're
me.
talking about the reproduction for the plants, ma'am, you said that
Hmm.
when the old plant grows and after the new plant also emerges, they cut the old plant, right? So what
Hmm.
if an old plant is a new plant is growing, but it's still in the soil, but then we cut off the old plant? Does that mean this new plant will continue to grow, or will it stop
It
growing?
will no, it will continue to grow. If you cut also, it will continue to grow. Because
Oh,
they are getting the nutrients from the soil now. They are not
oh,
worried about the main plant. They are just worried about the nutrients. And those nutrients, from where they will be getting it? They will be getting it from the soil. It's like,
oh.
you have the babies in the
So
when
they're not
the
symbiotic types, like a type of symbiotic, right?
no. We can't say that's a type of the symbiotic relationship they are forming. They are not actually like, it's like you now you are dependent. You are dependent on your parents for maybe, for the studies, for the things
Yeah,
and all. Fine. But ultimately, when you start earning, you will not be dependent on them, right? So
yes.
initially, in the beginning stage, definitely all the plants are also relying, all the new plants or the old plants, they are relying. But once they reach to a certain limit of the height, growth, and to the other things and all, they do not bother about the parent. They just grow. They will be growing by themselves then, by getting the other kind of the nutrients. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then the next one is the third one, the C process is called as grafting. Okay, before going to the grafting, I'll be showing you the video. Just a minute, a real video. Let me first of all stop sharing the screen. Give me a minute. Let me find that video where it is. Then I'll show you about the grafting. So first one was cutting, the second was layering, and third one is grafting. Children, all these things are not given in your NCERT book. In NCERT book, whatever is given, we have covered already. The budding is given, we have covered. Fragmentation is given, we have covered. So this is not given. Only one line is given about the definition of the vegetative propagation. So, but those who are preparing for the entrance exams, NEET exams, Olympiad exams, for them it is very, very useful. And also for the grade 10, this entire portion is there. Wait, I'll show you. Mhm. Now I'll share my screen again. Is my screen visible now, children?
No, ma'am.
No?
Ma'am, it says double click
No,
to
ma'am.
enter
It's
full
blank.
screen mode.
Wait, let me start sharing again. Now is it visible? No, it is not visible. I need to reboot the device. Now is it visible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Then in that case, okay. So this is the video. Listen to the video carefully and see the pictures also, whatever are given here. And then we'll have a further discussion over the grafting process.
Hello friends, in this video I'm gonna talk about an interesting topic called grafting. So, what is grafting? Grafting, also known as graftage, is a horticultural technique whereby tissues of plants are joined together so that they continue their growth together.
So can you see here what they are doing? The two parts of the plant, they are actually two different plant, they are joining them together. So I'll just go a little back. You can see the picture there.
Graftage is a horticultural technique whereby tissues of plants.
Here, they have the
Anisha,
two
ma'am?
plants and tell me.
Ma'am, I sent you a message in the chat, ma'am. Can you just see it for 1 minute?
Okay. Okay. Okay, all right.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
Plants are joined together so that they continue their growth
see, like
together.
this, the two plants, they will be joining them together. Now, why they have to do it? See.
The upper part of the combined plant is called the scion, while the lower part is called the rootstock. The grafting
So here
technique
two
is
parts
most
they
common.
are included. The down part where it is already fixed, which is there in the root, that is called as rootstock. And on this plant, which is called as rootstock, what we are doing, we will be taking the other plant part and we will be actually fixing it.
Only used in asexual propagation of commercially grown plants for the horticultural and agricultural business. In most cases, one plant is selected for its roots, and this is called the stock plant or the rootstock plant. The other plant is selected for its stems, leaves, flowers, or fruits and is called the scion. The scion contains the desired genes to be duplicated in future production by the stock or the scion plant. Before going in detail about grafting techniques and advantages, let me explain few scenarios. Like, have you ever come across one of those miracle trees? Like an apple tree that produces 6 different kinds of apples? Or a tree that grows plums, peaches, and other fruits all on the same stem? Next, talking about another scenario, like you buy an orange tree that has the strong roots of one variety but the delicious fruit of another variety. What will you think? Won't you think about it?
So see what is happening.
Ma'am, I think black roses are also grown like this, right?
Correct. So you might have seen, different types of the colors of the flowers and all. Different apples you might have seen, different mangoes you might have seen. In fact, some animals are also there. What the same process they will be doing it. So what is the exact reason why they have to do this process actually, the grafting? When it happens in the plants, we call them as a grafting, but when it happens in the animals or the humans, we call them as a hybrid. You might have heard, right? nowadays it is a very common hybrid mode. Hybrid means both the modes, online and the offline, both the modes are together called as a hybrid mode. Correct. In the plant case, why we have to do it? Maybe see one plant, if I talk about the rose plant, that is like basically uh more beautiful. Red color rose is more beautiful. Now the white color rose is also more beautiful. One rose plant, which is the red one, is actually disease free. They do not have any kind of the disease in them. Whereas the white plant, if I talk about, what do they have? They grow more number of the white flowers. Okay, so both the plants have some of the qualities, good quality in them. Red rose, they are disease free plant, whereas a white rose, they are the plant which produces more number of the roses. Correct? One quality both the plants they have. Now what they will be doing? They will be taking the stem of the one part, one of the rose plant, and they will be fixing into the other plant. So they will be taking the white one and they will be fixing it on the maybe the red one, or the red one they will be taking fixing on the white one. Now, by doing so, when they tie both the stems together, the red one and the white roses together, the stem of them together, after some time, after some days, they will be able to see there will be the third category of the rose plant coming out of it. And the third rose color or the rose plant, what do they get? Will have both the characteristics. They will have the more number of the flowers also on them, and they will be disease free also at the same time. Clear? That is the reason this grafting, most of the farmer, they are following it. Same goes for the apple case also, or the peaches or the plums and all those you they were talking about. So why it happens? Why they're getting many numbers of the apples all together? That is because the grafting. So whosoever plant is producing more number of the apples, they will take the stem of it, they will insert into the other part of the stem of other plant, and there also more number of the apple apple fruit will start growing on it.
Ma'am,
Clear? Yeah,
ma'am,
tell me.
so you gave the example of the rose, like the red rose and the white rose, right, ma'am? So when
Hmm.
we get the product, it will be like pink rose or something.
Pink.
Okay.
Generally, it is pink actually.
Okay.
If you mix some other color, you will be getting the other color only. You will
Yes,
not be
ma'am.
getting the exactly same.
Yeah, okay.
Fine. So that is about the concept of this grafting. But grafting, I'll be discussing in the detail in the next class. So do you have any doubt now, Arav, Charvi, Tanu, Roshan, Snehal, Himang, Shreyansh, Toshika, and why the videos are off now?
Ma'am, my video is on.
No, your video is on. Your video is on. Yours and Shreyansh video is on. Now Sneha's video is also on. For Himang, I'm seeing, I think, the roof only.
Ma'am, wait, ma'am, 1 minute. For me, I kept the laptop screen like up.
Okay. So
Now I
these
got
are
it
the
down.
okay. So these are the few of the things like in the artificial propagation, it is there. In the natural one, naturally it is happening, which is like if you take the ginger also, if you cut the ginger and if you place it into the soil, automatically it start growing. If you take the potatoes, if it goes into the soil, it starts growing. That is what the naturally it is happening. We are not putting any efforts for that. But yes, in the artificial case, we have to put effort. It means daily we have to give the water, or we have to see that they are getting the proper sufficient amount of sunlight, all those stuffs they are getting. Fine. Then in the next class, most probably with the asexual reproduction, I will be completing. And then we will be moving to the next part, which is about the sexual reproduction in the plant. So how do the plant they undergo the sexual reproduction? So those various things we will be discussing in the next class. And this week you have the maths objective test and the science subjective test. But I'm not getting the answer sheet from everybody. Why it is so? Tanu, this time you have not sent it, right? The answer sheet?
Mom, I haven't not attend the exam.
This week you attended, okay? Then who else? Himank, one answer sheet I've got this week and one was remaining, right? You told me that you were not available during that time.
Yes, ma'am. This Sunday test I'll do. 2 of them.
Fine. Others also make sure that you complete the test and send it. And I think Snehal, you have got your answer sheet, right? Corrected answer sheet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, remaining one, most probably by today or tomorrow, you'll be getting your answer sheets. Okay, those who have sent for the correction. And science, we have already checked and sent it.
Yes, ma'am.
Roshan, you also need to do the test, okay, Roshan?
Ma'am?
You also need to do the test. Because last week you did not do it, Roshan, the test. Every Saturday you need to do the test, Roshan.
Ma'am, today.
Saturday, tomorrow you have the test, okay? So you need to do it.
Ma'am, math is
Others can leave. I'll just talk to Roshan, okay? Others can leave.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, mom.
Thank you. Roshan, every Saturday we are actually conducting the test. So tomorrow you have the test of the science, which is subjective, and the maths, which is objective. Okay. So what you need to do in the WISE app, you will be able to see the paper. That paper you need to attempt and send me the answer sheet for the correction part of it.
okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
Rosh? Okay. And if in case you feel like you are not able to understand, you can message me. I'll help you out.
Ma'am,
If in case you are not able to understand about the test tomorrow, you can ask me. You can
ma'am,
message me.
I call you afterward.
Sure, sure.
My
Okay, okay. Okay, okay. No problem, Roshan.
network is lagging.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no problem. You can just, call me afterwards.